Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today is Friday, 4th December 2015. We'll first start with our prayers. Narayanam namaskritya Naram chaiva narottamam Saraswatim vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato jayamudirayet
Tato Jayamudirayet
Nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki
Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Reading from Canto 3, Chapter 9, Sloka 40 and 41. Ye etena puman nityam
Yayetena puman nityam
Sutva stotranamam bhajet
stutva stotrena mam bhaje
Tasyashu samprasideyam
tasyashu samprasideyam
Sarvakamavareshvaraha
sarvakamavareshvaraha.
Ya etena puman nityam
Yayetena puman nityam
Sutva stotranamam bhajet
stutva stotrena mam bhaje
Tasyashu samprasideyam
tasyashu samprasideyam
Sarvakamavareshvaraha
sarvakamavareshvaraha.
Purtena tapasa yajnai
Purtena tapasa yajner
Dhanera yoga samadhina
daner yoga samadhina
Radham nisheyasam pumsam
radham nishreyasam pumsam
Matapriti tattva vinmatam
matpriti tattva vinmatam.
Purtena tapasa yajnai
Putrena tapasa yajner
Dhanera yoga samadhina
daner yoga samadhina
Radham nisheyasam pumsam
radham nishreyasam pumsam
Matapriti tattva vinmatam
matpriti tattva vinmatam.
Rashmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Ya etena pumam nityam
Ya
Ya etena puman nityam
स्तुत्वा स्तोत्रेण मां भजत्
स्तुत्वा स्तोत्रेण मां भजत्
तस्याशु सम्प्रसीदेयम्
तस्यासु सम्प्रसीदेयम्
सर्वकामवरेश्वरः
सर्वकामवरेश्वरः।
ते-
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। पूर्तेन तपसा यज्ञैर्
पूर्तेन तपसा यज्ञैः
दानैर्योगसमाधिना
दानैर्योगसमाधिना
राद्धं निःश्रेयसं पुंसाम्
रागं निःश्रेयसं
मत्प्रीतिस्तत्त्वभाविन्मताम्
मत्प्रीतिस्तत्त्वविमताम्
सीता माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण। या एतेन पुमान् नित्यं
ध्यायेतेन पुमान् नित्यम्
स्तुत्वा स्तोत्रेण माम् अभजयेत्
स्तुत्वा स्तोत्रेण मां भजेत्
तस्यास्तु सम्प्रसीदेयम्
तस्यासु सम्प्रसीदेयम्
सर्वकामवरेश्वरः
सर्वकामवरेश्वरः। कृष्ण। डॉली माता जी जॉइन प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण।
धन्यवाद। पुत्रेण तपसा यज्ञैर्
पूर्तेन तपसा यज्ञैर्
दाने योगसमाधिना
दानैर्योगसमाधिना
रातं निःश्रेयसं पुंसाम्
राद्धं निःश्रेयसं पुंसाम्
मत्प्रीतिस्तत्त्वविन्मतम्
मत्प्रीतिस्तत्त्वविन्मतम्।
देमावर्धिनी माता जी। य एतेन पुमान्
पुमान् नित्यम् स्तुत्वा स्तोत्रेण मां भजेत् तस्यासु सम्प्रसीदेयम् सर्वकामवरेश्वरः।
श्यामा माधवी माता जी there?
No Prabhuji, she's not there. Yeah,
Anyone who
anyone who
etena
etena
by this puman
puman
human being nityam
nityam
regularly stutva praying
stotrena
by the verses mam
me bhajet
may worship tasya his ashu
ashu
very soon
very soon.
Samprasideyam,
Samprasideyam,
I shall fulfill.
I shall fulfill.
Sarva,
Sarva,
all.
all.
Kama,
Kama,
desires.
desires.
Vara Ishvaraha,
Vara Ishvaraha,
the Lord of all benediction.
the Lord of all benediction.
Any human being who prays like Brahma and who thus worships me shall very soon be blessed with the fulfillment of all his desires, for I am the Lord of all benediction. Any human being who prays like Brahma
who prays like Brahma
Brahma,
and who thus worships me
and who does worship me
shall very soon be blessed
shall very soon be blessed
with the fulfillment of all his desires.
with the fulfillment of all his desires.
For I am the Lord of all benediction.
For I am the Lord of all benediction.
The prayers offered by Brahma cannot be chanted by anyone who desires to fulfill his own sense gratification. Such prayers can be selected only by a person who wants to satisfy the Lord in his service. The Lord certainly fulfills all desires in regard to transcendental loving service, but he cannot fulfill the whims of non-devotees, even when such casual devotees offer him the best of prayers. We'll take the 41. Purtena,
Purtena,
by traditional good work.
by traditional work.
Tapasa,
Tapasa,
by penances.
by penances.
Yagyai,
Yajna,
by sacrifices.
by sacrifices.
Dane,
Dana,
by charities.
by charities.
Yoga,
Yoga,
by mysticism.
by mysticism.
Samadhina,
Samadhina,
by trance.
by trance.
Radham,
Radham, success.
Nihashreyasam,
Nihashreyasam,
ultimately beneficial.
ultimately beneficial.
Pumsam,
Pumsam,
of the human beings.
of the human being.
Mat,
Mat,
of me.
of me.
Preeti,
Preeti,
satisfaction.
satisfaction.
Tattvavit,
Tattvavit,
expert transcendentalist.
expert transcendentalist.
Matam,
Matam, opinion.
it is the opinion of expert transcendentalists that the ultimate goal of performing all traditional good works, penances, sacrifices, charities, mystic activities, trances, etc., is to invoke my satisfaction. It is the opinion of expert transcendentalists
It is the opinion of expert transcendentalists
that the ultimate goal of performing
that the ultimate goal of performing
all traditional good works,
all traditional good works, penances,
sacrifices,
sacrifices,
charities,
charities,
mystic activities,
mystic activity,
trances,
trances,
etc.,
etc.,
is to invoke my satisfaction.
is to invoke my satisfaction.
There are many traditionally pious activities in human society, such as altruism, philanthropy, nationalism, internationalism, charity, sacrifice, penance, and even meditation in trance, and all of them can be fully beneficial only when they lead to the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The perfection of any activity, social, political, religious, or philanthropic, is to satisfy the Supreme Lord. This secret of success is known to be to the devotee of the Lord, as exemplified by Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. As a good, non-violent man, Arjuna did not want to fight with the kinsmen, but when he understood that Krishna wanted the fight and he had arranged it at Kurukshetra, he gave up his own satisfaction and fought for the satisfaction of the Lord. That is the right decision for all intelligent men. One's only concern should be to satisfy the Lord by one's activities. If the Lord is satisfied by an action, whatever it may be, then it is successful. Otherwise, it is simply a waste of time. That is the standard of all sacrifice, penance, austerity, mystic trance, and other good and pious work. Sita Mataji, would you like to chant the mantras, Pranam mantras?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Please go ahead.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। ओम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Mama Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradani Varakatadham Daya Visarinam Karini. Thank you, Mataji. Ya etena puman nityam Kutva stotrena mam bhaje Yasyashu samprasideyam Sarva kama vareshwaraha Purtena tapasa yagya Danaira yoga samadhina Radham nisheya sampumsam Matapriti sattva vinmatam.
Any human being who prays like Brahma and who thus worships me shall very soon be blessed with the fulfillment of all his desires, for I am the Lord of all benediction. It is the opinion of the third transcendentalists that the ultimate goal of performing all traditional good works, penance, sacrifice, charity, activities, transcendental trances, extra, etc., is to my satisfaction.
So here the Lord is again, giving us a formula. He just talks about two things here in two slokas. First, he says that if you pray me, glorify me like Brahma has done now, then all your desires will be fulfilled. We have tons and tons of desires, right? Right as I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you, but at the same time, at the back of my mind, I have so many desires. Of course, right now my desire was that this camera, I'm trying the webcam, other camera. It is a little too high, so when I'm looking at I'm used to looking at the web camera on the computer. So my desire is that this height should come down, so that you can have an eye contact. So like this, of course, this is you can term it as a spiritual desire, because this I don't use it for anything else. But like that, we have so many desires. It's a non-stop flow of desires. And the Nirvisheshavadis, they very simply declare, oh, you should not have any desire. How is it possible? I remember when I was in college and I used to I attended, I think, 3 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, 3 different, 1 week every year, 3 years. By one Swamiji, very famous Swamiji. Fantastic speaker, very good command of English, like a Shakespearean English we used to say. But did not leave any impact on me except the stories and the language. Because it was told that, repeatedly told that you should not have any desire. If only at that time he had added that you should not have any material desire, but to have a spiritual desire, it's bona fide. My life would have changed long back. But anyway, fortunately, I came in contact with Srila Prabhupada's books and devotees. And then I understood slowly. We're all dull-witted. It doesn't go into mind so fast. And when you start practicing, that's the time you understand. Of course, I cannot say that all the desires were fulfilled, because my prayers are not pure. My prayers are not with full heart. I'm not yet surrendered. So that's my conclusion, that because I'm not surrendered, I have no purity. My heart is full of material desires even now. So how can all the desires be fulfilled? In other words, I do not qualify. And that gives you some satisfaction, that okay, gives me some satisfaction. I'm not qualified, so why worry about it? But don't give it up. It's not that I'm not qualified, so I should not do anything. No, I want to qualify. That should be the determination. That should be the Dhrida Nishchaya. I want to be qualified. How can I not be qualified? If so many other devotees got qualified, why not me? And then you start asking questions, how to qualify. Like yesterday, I think on the Inspired Soul, His Holiness Sachinandan Swami's hands up to one person was there. It was really, really wonderful. He says, unless you purify, how can you have Krishna? And he gives so many wonderful instructions how to purify. It's not like, it's very easy to say. Like as I said, in the college time, very easy to say that, oh, you give up all desires, finish. And then, but no guidance available how to do it. So of course, they just quote from Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, Krishna tells Arjuna, by abhyasa you can do that. But how do you do abhyasa? By abhyasa means, what are we supposed to do? Just keep telling the mind, don't desire, don't desire, don't desire. It will do nothing but desire. I remember I told you the story of a king who was bald. I don't know whether you remember that. I'll just tell it again in short, because it's a very wonderful story. This very pious king, always doing the Manav Seva more than Madhav Seva, like people have this very funny thing. Manav Seva is better than Madhav Seva, etc. So he was doing that. But in a very young age, like I think a few days back, one of our devotees asked a question in his Soul. I mean, that was nothing to do with inspirational thing, but he somehow asked the question that how do we stop the hair loss? And I could understand that he's very young, so he's worried. How will he get married? Whether the girls will be attracted, etc. So this king was bald, almost bald. No hair. Everything, every day he takes a bath and then more and more hair fall, and ultimately it's almost nothing. So he now is worried because hair is the glory of the person, man and woman both. In Kali Yuga, that's what Bhagavatam says. So he called his chief minister and asked him, what should we do? He said, sir, don't worry, we'll advertise. So they first, of course, call all their doctors, homeopathy, Ayurvedic, allopathy, whatever was available. They all examine, and somebody says you put in this ointment, that this, and eat this, and vitamin D and E, and so many things go on. But no results. So then they put in a national advertisement. Anybody who can help the king get hair back will be rewarded by the king. Whatever you want, he will reward you, like that. So many people came, tried again, nothing happened. So there was one person, he just was traveling. And he was in a hotel. And he saw, in the newspaper also they were putting. So he had the habit of reading newspaper in the morning, like many people. Now, of course, it has come down because of thanks to our internet, Facebook, and so on. So he read that news that the king, anybody who cures the king will get a big reward. And whatever you want, you will get. Very smart guy. He just says, okay, let me try. He goes and, goes to the gate. He says, I want to meet the king. First they look at him, he looks like an ordinary person. They say, okay, get lost, man. These big people have come, doctors and all. He says, but he's carrying the newspaper. He says, this says that anybody, why you are stopping me? I know it. They might have failed, but I know I will not fail. So the king had said that you should not stop anybody. So they bring him to the king. He looks at the king, takes his pulse and touches his head and so on. Some drama he does. And he says, oh, no problem. you will get as much hair you want. You will not be able to manage those hair. It will be such hair. Oh, king was very happy. He said, come on, at least finally I got somebody. So he said, what do you need? He says a lot of preparations. First of all, I must be having a comfortable place where I can give directions how to do. So they are just put immediately into a royal chamber. And then he says, I want 10 tons of sandalwood. No problem. Kings can get anything. So he just orders, get 10 tons of. But it takes time to cut the sandalwood and bring. So 10, 15 days, 1 month, this person is royal. They gets royal treatment, nice food, all entertainment, everything. And then the sandalwood comes. And he said, now it should be all cut into 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch cubes. So now they have to import the machine and get, because it cannot be done by hand so much. So they put all these machines and everything is done. Finally, after a few months, everything is cut. He said, now I want you to extract oil from this and put it into 10 ml bottles. I'm just cutting one step. Actually, he just first asks for the oil and then he says, putting the bottles. Like he wants time. So all this is going on, then ultimately everything is filled in the bottle and then he gets some camphor and, some minerals and this and that. He just gives a big list. They get everything. He says, okay, now you put everything, mix it, put in the bottle. Now finally, after almost a year or so, the oil is ready. He says, now king, your job is done. Just apply this 3 times in a day and you're done. Like I said, give up all desires and done. So now his next question is, king asks, so, but what is the procedure? How do you do it? Oh, he says, yeah, that's a good question. He says, spread your left hand, open the bottle, spread your left hand, and put oil here like a 1 rupee coin. The size of the oil should be, it should not be too big, it should not be too small. 1 rupee coin. Okay. He said, yeah. Then nothing. He said, just bring it to your head and massage. And then he says, by the way, king, do you want straight hair or you want curly hair? The king thinks that this person is too good, like he even can do that. He says, but how do you do that? How do you get, curly or hair? It's a straight, if it's a straight, then you just do like this. If it's curly, then you do like this, all curly hair. So king is very, very happy. This person says, just try it, 6 months, you get all your hair back. Lush, black hair. And then he's about to leave. He says, I have to go, because there are other people also waiting for my medicine. And the king says, but you know what? You may run away. Some minister tells the king, he may run away. He said, don't worry, you put some 2 bodyguards with me, they will be always with me. I cannot run away. Why should I run away? I know this thing is going to work. So the king himself goes to see him off, at the border. And then he says, okay, king, thank you very much, everything is fine. And then he says, sir, 1 minute, I just forgot to tell you one thing, just a simple thing, don't worry. Not very king first thing, oh, it's something complicated. He says, no, very simple. What is that? He says, when you put the oil on your hand, from that time till you bring the hand on the head, only for this much, how much it takes? Just few seconds. In that period, you should not think of meat, intoxication, gambling, illicit sex. These 4 things you should not think of, because while doing that, if you think of that 4 things, then the effect will go. Oil will not be effective. King says, oh, it's very simple, no problem. So this person goes, And after 3-4 months, he's passing through that area again. So he just comes and asks, this king is still bald, no hair. And so he says, what happened? How come? You're not following it properly or what? He says, I'm following everything exactly as you said. Then why a problem? So the problem, he says, all the time I think that I should not think of these 4 things. The moment I put the oil, I just think of nothing but these 4 things. Because you have decided you should not think of, you should not think of, you should not think. And so I just think of only that. Oh, he said, then I cannot help. You know, he can't be punished also because you're not following his instruction. So this is how some people work, you know. Some vadis, you know, they work like that. Right? Leave up the desire. But when you are saying don't desire, no desire, that desire will be there, you know, that is there always. And then, so it's easy, you know. Krishna is saying, if you just worship me, pray, tutva, like Brahma, then all your desires are fulfilled. And then in the next one, the Lord is not saying that he says it. He says all the transcendentalists say that. All the Vedantists, everybody, all the sages, they say that all this charity and, you know, good work and this and that and social work should be done for my pleasure. Of course, in the first one, he says, I am the Vareshwaraha. And now here he's saying, if you do it for me, then only it is useful. So what is that he's saying? He's saying Yukta Vairagya in Krishna consciousness. Simple. Right? Yukta Vairagya. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna while doing everything. Then only you get all the benefit. And Srila Prabhupada in his commentary, purport, he just confirms that. He says, unless you do that, there is no success. All your so-called philanthropy, this, that, dana, tapasa, yajna, everything is, it has some advantage, no doubt. I mean, some benefit you will get, but not the ultimate benefit. Why do we want to settle down for something which is not giving you the ultimate benefit? Right? As a human being, our first desire should be to become best in whatever we are doing, isn't it? Everybody expects from others and from yourself. So how do you do that? Just do it for Krishna. What are the benefits? Anything done for Krishna is spiritual, directly benefits you, and not only you, everybody around you, everybody gets benefit. So it's all win-win situation. So do everything for only Krishna's pleasure and pray. And then, of course, what is left? Yes, something is left. Ecstasy. You get into ecstasy. Ecstasy which is permanent, not some temporary ecstasy. Bliss. Eternal bliss. Just by these 2 things. Eat for Krishna, sleep for Krishna, do everything for Krishna. That's all. And we know, I mean, you know, I know, everybody knows. The question is only of doing it. So, thank you very much. I'd like to stop here. If you have any question, comment, we can take it. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So, being in Grihastha life where we have lot of attachments. Though we try to detach ourselves, some attachments are always there. So in that life, it is very difficult to pray the way Brahmaji has prayed. Isn't it, Prabhuji? How should we do that? What should we do?
You put yourself in Brahmaji's situation. He has to do so many, we just create some sabji, bhaji, dal, right? In Grahastha life. And Brahmaji had to create so many varieties. And in all that, he is Krishna conscious. So what is more difficult? Is it more difficult for us or is it difficult for us?
Yeah, we can be Krishna conscious. Yeah, what you said is right, Prabhuji. Whatever we do,
That's what,
we have to think of Krishna, offer to Krishna.
Consciousness has to be transformed into that simple. It's, even if you are, see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed himself, when he was the Grahastha life, and all his associates were Grahasthas.
Yeah.
Full Krishna conscious. Idea is to become Krishna conscious, that's all. Once you become Krishna conscious, then everything else follows. Will you be then doing anything for your own sense gratification? If you are doing it, then why you are calling yourself Krishna conscious? That's how it is.
Yes.
It is difficult. That is our choice. We chose a difficult path, by connecting to this material world. So now, despite of difficulties, the solutions are there. That's why you require a spiritual master, you require association and all this. So that helps you. So you have to decide whether you want to be grahastha, you have astha in the house, or you become gravedhi. Isn't it? Most of the people are not even grahasthas, call themselves grahasthas. Householder. What are you holding? Nothing.
Householder.
No, are you holding the house? Householder, meaning keeping everything together. That's called householder. Together for what? For sense enjoyment or for serving Krishna.
Krishna.
Yeah, I agree with you that it is difficult, but then just because it is difficult, shall we give it up?
No, Prabhuji.
Yes.
No, we should not give it up. Definitely.
Imagine,
What I meant was, is it easier for brahmacharis or sannyasis?
No.
Than
No,
like that.
Kali Yuga, to remain sannyasi is a tough job. To remain brahmachari is even tougher job, because the moment you walk on the street, all the brahmacharinis are around you, and like when Prabhuji was telling that, Hawaii, we have a temple in Hawaii, just on the, and the way people dress up there and all that. So no brahmachari was able to stay there for more than a couple of months. He gets married or he runs away, because it's so difficult. Same way, so Maya Devi will put a lot of difficulties in our way.
Lots of difficulties. Yes, Prabhuji.
Right?
Yeah. That is where our this thing still remain and do devotional service. That's just for us also. True.
Absolutely. But
thank you very much
for us, because we have some direction available. Most of the people are totally directionless. They don't even know what they are doing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Very nice class. So every sloka, Krishna is telling more and more. So how we should conduct ourselves to be able to get His mercy. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you for the class, and the story was also very nice.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. It was really wonderful class, Prabhuji, and definitely we all have a some kind of a desires, Prabhuji, and it is never ending. But Prabhupada ji has given us a very, very, very nice path to follow.
Mhm.
So very thankful to him. Whole life also is not, even life after life also we cannot, full what we say, like we just cannot pay back him, Prabhuji.
Right.
So,
Definitely.
so thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.